You walk around life with no structure, with no system, and you wonder to yourself why you don't achieve the goals you have, or why don't you complete all the challenges that are thrown at you? Why don't you have the jacked physique that you've always wanted? Why don't you have all the money you've always wanted? Why don't you have many things? Oh, I do my best. I try to go to the gym, I go here and there, and I work out hard. I I've been trying to find a job. It's just not working out for me. Why do I never get these things? You ask yourself this stumped, thinking that you are trying to do stuff to achieve these goals, but really you're not doing anything. You can never achieve anything in life if you don't have a system to get you there. You need a system to create a solid foundation for the habits you do that will get you towards your goals of having a physique that you love, having the money you want, having the girl that you want. A system is something that holds you accountable, something that will get you to where you want to be without bullshitting yourself. Systems will keep you busy when you don't know what to do. It'll also keep track of what you've been doing and making sure you stay on track, making sure you don't veer off to start doing something that wasn't part of the plan, that's not going to get you to your goals. A lot of people tend to get sidetracked on, let's say if they start a side hustle, they start with one thing, initially thinking that they're going to do this because they're going to get more money, or they're going to get a specific goal, they're going to hit the specific goal. But then they get sidetracked and they start doing something else for a different goal, and they don't even realize that they just abandoned their old goal, and they're going for a new one that just suddenly appeared and looked more valuable, looked more promising. No, you can't get sidetracked by what the world throws at you. You need to stay solid in your belief system and the systems that hold you accountable for who you become in the future. The best way to find solid systems that you can use to get to your goals would be by reflecting about yourself, reflecting about your failures. Think to yourself, what have I failed at? And why have I failed at that? Once you discover why you failed, then you'll create a system that will stop you from failing again. It's quite simple. You reflect, see how you failed, and then create a system that will allow you to overcome that failure. You're learning from your mistakes, all it is. And a system, let me get this out the way. A system is something that you can create that will allow you to stay focused on a task that will get you to your goals. So an example of a system for me would be that I go to the gym on certain days and that I eat the same meal at the same time. That is a system that keeps me accountable, that keeps me on track, that makes sure that I know what I'm doing, and that will get me to my goals of having a better physique in the future. This system stops me from failing to overeat. I don't overeat no more. I know what I'm supposed to eat, and I know what I'm supposed to work out, and I know what I do when I work out, when I go to the gym. These are all systems that keep me accountable, keep me on track, and keep me busy. Because if you're not busy, then you tend to just fall into temptation all the time. It says in the Bible somewhere, like, I'm gonna be butchering it, but it says something like, idle hands are the devil's workshop. If you're not busy, if you're not doing anything, you're just gonna go to sin. You don't have anything else to do, so you just tend to fall for temptation, and it's not a good thing. You should always seek to be busy, always seek to be doing something, always seek to be pursuing a goal. And because you're always going to be seeking and doing a goal, the best way to get there is systems. There's a quote from Atomic Habits by James Clear, and it goes like this: You fall to the level of your systems, not to the level of your goals. Something like that. It goes something like that. That you can have the best goals. You can want the best wife, the most money, the best physique, but you cannot get anywhere if you don't have a good system. Now, your systems will fail you. Everything will. But once again I said that it's just learning from your mistakes and fixing them, creating something new that will stop you from failing again. So when your system fails you, and it will, because we're not perfect, we don't create perfect things in this world, don't get mad. Instead, just realize that it's just part of the process. You're gonna have to fail to get better at things. So just learn, create a new system that will stop you from failing again. And even if you fail, even if you don't fail for like a little bit after that new system, it's still progress. As long as you continue doing this process of realizing how I failed and what I can do to not fail again, this is all part of a process that will get you to the point where you're not even failing anymore. Or even if you're failing just like every once in a while, instead of just failing every day at something that you want to achieve at. So your systems will fail you. It's guaranteed. You just need to create new systems, and those systems will probably fail you again. So create a new one until you do this over and over until you find a system that suits you best. Until you find a system that keeps you on track, that gets you to your goals faster than all the others, that you like the most, that you're most comfortable with. Because if you have systems that you hate, you're probably not going to do them, and so you fail at that system. So simply just keep trying. Don't give up. Yes, your systems will fail you, but do not quit. You're not a quitter. You will keep going. You will persevere. You will find that system that serves you best. Once you found the system that serves you best, you then start the process over again. Let's say you found a system, found a routine that keeps you on track, keeps you busy, and keeps you accountable for the gym, for working out, for health. You've got a good system going. You got a good routine going. You can stay on track. That system's good. It's serving you well. Now it's time to move on to the next. What is another goal that you are pursuing that you want to achieve? Think about how you're failing at achieving that goal, and then creating a new system to achieve that new goal that you're trying to pursue. Now it's just a simple cycle, doing it over and over again, right? Once you find a system that suits you, on to the next. Once you find another system that suits you, on to the next. And these systems that you're trying to create for each goal that you have, they're going to fail you. You keep making new one until you find one that fits you best. That's all life is. That's all self-improvement is, really. You just simply complete a task, then you move on to the next, then the next, then the next. You create a system, you create a new system, you create a new system. And before you know it, you will have a line of systems, a line of routines, a line of habits that just serve you to your goals. And before you know it, you've already reached your goals. It's been a few years with all these systems. You've pretty much achieved what you wanted a year prior. You'll have all these systems, routines, habits that serve you towards your purpose. You will have became the person you most admired. And people will be in awe in your discipline and motivation and just overall joy in life and structure. Little do they know that you've been creating systems and routines and habits that you failed many times at. They will call it luck. They will say, oh, you got lucky. Wow, look at you got all the success. Lucky you. But they don't know that you've been putting in the work and creating systems, routines, habits that serve you towards your goals and your purpose in life. You'll look back thanking your past self for creating systems that got you to where you became. I thank my past self for creating these systems of like meditation, going to the gym, and simply just learning about things I want to learn about, learning about things that will improve me and that will push me towards my goals. It's got me to where I am right now. If I didn't have those systems, if I wasn't trying to implement those systems, create new habits, create new routines to improve myself, to push myself towards my goals, I probably wouldn't even be recording videos right now. I'm so thankful for my past self. And I'm sure your future self will be thankful for you, because you're going to start implementing these systems. Simply reflect on what you're failing at and fix that. Create a system that will help you not fail, that will make you fail less. It's pretty simple. No one's perfect. You will never 100% not fail. Everyone fails. The people you admire the most fail. They just fail less. And when they fail, it's not something crazy. The way they got there is because they minimized their failures over time, progressively deloading their failures. That's what you need to do. Bit by bit, you will become the person you wish to become. Pretty simple. I hope you can take this knowledge fully, and because I wish I was able to know this stuff when I was younger. It would have got me way further in life. If you've made it this far in the video, I gotta say props to you, because you more than likely have the attention span of steel. So props to you for that. Most people really don't make it this far in a video. Their attention span is so shit because of TikTok and YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels. So I'm very proud of you for making it this far. And if you enjoyed this content and you want to see more like this, please leave a like in the video, comment, subscribe. That'd mean the world for me. And I appreciate you guys for being here. Have a good day.